Good morning, allies. All right, so bit of a complaint. I'll just do this in the morning, get it out of the way. Last night while I was working on my video, I decided that I'd look into one of those online backup systems because I'm only usually keeping 1 to 2 backups of my vlog, and usually it's one drive with everything on it, and that goes. So I always have like a rolling 3 months of vlogs on my scratch drive. And then I have the rest in all the Devoe drives, and I've got multiple of these Devoe drives. I just plug them in, pull them out, plug them in, pull them out. They're just internal drives that lock into cradles. So I was like, well, what the hell? I'll pay for an online storage because I'm gonna be changing my entire office coming up here relatively soon. And so I wanted to get just everything backed up so I'd have peace of mind and confidence in case I lost 1 or 2 drives. No big deal, right? Well, so I'm like, okay, Carbonite's one of the biggest ones. Leo Laporte supports it. So I went on their website and I got the trial and I started running it, and it never says that you can't back up external hard drives. And so I started diving into it deeper, and they're like, oh no, you need premium or office or whatever. But then I'm looking at Mac support and they don't offer office or premium for Mac. So I wasted 45 minutes filling all this crap, downloading stuff, whatnot. And I'm like, what the hell? I can't even use this for what I want. I don't care about the files on the computer. The files on the computers are worthless. It's the vlog. I want to maintain my videos. So yeah, what a waste of time. So now I've got to go find an online service that will let me download or upload all of my videos on all my external drives, which would be, we're talking a lot of data. We're talking over 10 terabytes. So yeah, think about that. Yeah. Anyway, onward. So I don't know why I'm getting kind of excited about this camp out thing. It's a camp out at a Montessori school. It's, you know, it's kind of meh, pretty milquetoast. But yeah, I'm gonna probably Friday, I'm gonna assign some time to my off Friday to pulling down some stuff for this little camp out. It's just overnight, it's no big deal, but it's kind of like the first time Ben's gonna be old enough to really know camping. I remember my last birthday, he was pretty conscious of the whole thing and had a good time, but he's gonna talk about it this time, I think.
X Games athlete, every extreme sports athlete have Evel Knievel. It all goes back to Evel Knievel. He was the ultimate showman, and he was more famous for his.
That takes an already annoying sticker and makes it even more annoying. Cutest baby on board, really? You have that much confidence that your baby is the cutest? What an asshole. Baby on board stickers always crack me up because it's like, what do you think that does? Like, what does that mean? Like, I get one thing. If you are in an accident and the fire department is called in and you're passed out and they're pulling you from the car, they could potentially see the sign and also realize there's a baby and get the baby out too. I'm guessing though that the paramedics are probably a little bit better at that than they need a sign to tell them that, oh yeah, by the way, there's a child in here, let's do this thing. The reality though is like, what is the purpose of this sign other than that? Does it have a purpose? Like I was gonna hit this person doing 80 miles an hour on the freeway, but there's a baby in there. Not gonna do that now. I'm gonna make the conscious decision not to plow into this child. What is going on? Oh, okay, you got me the wave. All right, thank you. Thank you for the wave. Yeah, so I'm not gonna hit you doing 80 now. You got a child, come on, I'm not a monster. I was gonna hit this woman doing 80, but she's got that baby on board sign. Man. Well, she really ruined my whole day. I was gonna run into her doing about 80 miles an hour. I was gonna enjoy it, but you know, now that I know she's got a kid, I'm not gonna do it. I mean, I'm not an animal.
1,000 feet.
So I'm gonna do a quick unboxing, but I gotta do a little history lesson before I do it. Years ago, I did a video about Black Swift walking sticks. They're a polymer or some kind of plastic, possibly, I don't know, I'm not gonna guess, walking stick. At the time they had 2 models. They had the Raven, which is kind of the stouter stick, And then they had the Black Swift SL, super light. And this is a very light stick. This is like tuxedo going on a, you know, putting on the Ritz. And then this was a stick that's like really, really stout and heavy. And if you've ever watched the video, I'll link it in the description. It's got the weighting of like a collie stick. I just want to come in here and just do all my little collie moves before I even think about switching over to the stick end, which is also just completely usable. Really, really cool design, really lightweight, really mobile, really agile, really just go to town with this thing. So back then, YouTube worked a little bit differently. You just said like, hey, I want to review your stuff, I want to make a video on it, and then stuff would just kind of like show up at your front door and you talk about it. And that's what happened. I got to know the owner a little bit, and we talked about sticks and stuff like that, and his idea behind the design of the stick, and it's just a cool idea. Well, the video started like getting really popular again, and I was kind of curious as to why, so I went back to his site, and they have a new stick, and it's called the Raptor. Doing what I can. What is it? Gonna eat everybody until your parents are mad. Coming back as oil or something like that. Mrs. Doubtfire reference. This is the Raptor. So it's just like the Raven, but they've taken the plastic head of the SL and they've added these cool grooves to it, and now you have a more aggressive walking stick with a head on it that's pretty cool, and a grip here on the side. Tether.
Hey, honey.
Big fan of that. Look at that. So yeah, just as fast and quick as the Raven.
No, Charlotte.
But got a nice little whacker at the end. No, it's not a whacker, it's for better stability. Oh my goodness. Leia came back with this plate of chicken. They must have ate somewhere and had leftovers, and so they're giving it to me. So, not sugar, or no sugar, no grains. This is not okay, guys. This is not okay whatsoever. That's really good. It's like coconut milk instead of using buttermilk, they use like coconut milk. That's amazing. The spicy garlic wing. Look at this. Oh yeah. Edison and the cling. The static cling. Whoa, hair! The little baby hairs! You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. Well, I remembered, so I need to make this video. So I like those mukbang videos, and I like them because I like spicy food, so I like all recommendations. Let me go back a step. I need your help. That's what I should have started out with. I need your help in recommending spicy foods to do a mukbang with, or now understand I'm not a quantity eater. I never have been. I'm the worst person to take to a buffet. You will lose money whenever you bring me to a buffet. But extremely spicy food, or hot sauce that actually tastes like something that isn't just an extract. But then I realized that there's another thing that I'm extremely passionate about and I don't do enough reviews of, and I should be doing it. And that's these bad boys, MREs. I've always had some amount of MREs in my life. I'm actually working through a box of legit MREs. These are real military MREs. This one is from 2007. So yeah, they have a nice little vintage on there. Or before that, were they 97? It's either 2007 or 97. Anyway, this is a number 18 marinara sauce with meatballs. This is always a winner. Here's another good one. beef roast with veggies. Anyway, I'm a huge advocate of MREs. I don't do enough videos on them because I like, when I'm out and about, I usually take an MRE with me, or I take like camping food or whatever, like dehydrated stuff, and I eat that. Why am I not filming that and doing mukbang about that kind of stuff? So I need some help. I need some recommendations on spicy foods, like, you know, the ramens, the Takis, the Cheetos, and then like MREs. What MREs have you had that are like good? I know that there's a pretty good percentage of guys that watch my channel that are ex-military. And so not only will you know the right menus to get, and I shouldn't say ex-military, I should say veterans. But also maybe other countries' MREs you've had, or maybe access you can get to MREs. So if you can get access to some MREs, email me, hashnasi@gmail.com. I would really appreciate it. So I wanted to circle back around and talk about these sticks for a second. So this is the Raptor. You can get it with the black handle, the polyurethane handle, but I went with the wood. Thought it's a little bit easier to walk around with it. And I walk around with this occasionally. Back when we didn't have the stroller, it was really easy to kind of just carry one of these around when you were carrying your leash. And I carried it when we would walk the dog. Just because I felt safer that way. Keep dogs away from Charlotte, you know, do whatever and not have to worry about it. This new one though is kind of cool. I like the shape of the head. It almost feels like you could carry this one and it'd be less of an issue. You know, if the cops roll by or whatever and you got a lanyard, you can put your hand through here and hold it. Just, I like the little fluted design of the ball end here. Pretty cool. He did a really good job on this one.
You have to hit with the watermelon.
Well, thank you for mentioning it, Ben. I'm gonna test this out on a watermelon probably tomorrow or sometime this weekend. So look forward to that. Kind of a cool, it's cool, right? I like it. And it's got a red little O-ring here. Let me show the bottom end. Yeah, you see the bottom end? The red O-ring's kind of a cool little detail that he puts on the black heads. I'll weigh it, but I'll pull the numbers off the website and I'll post it in the description. And I'll post a link in the description, you can check it out. It's a cool little walking stick. Pretty handy. It's not a cane, which I have a Cane Masters cane, and that's a little bit more stout than this, but a lot heavier, and it looks old manish. I'll do a video on one of
do that before.
Yeah, I'll do a video on the Cane Masters cane in the future. I tore my ACL, and when I tore my ACL, I used to use a cane to get around, and so I value walking sticks for that reason. And so they kind of always have just a cool desire to me to want to own them and buy them and carry them occasionally. I don't need them so much now for my health, but at the same time, this is so much like Collie, it's not even funny. The weight of this is just perfect. It reminds me so much of an Eskrima stick, it's not even funny. Anyway, guys, question of the day, have you ever carried a walking stick on your travels? Let me know in the comments below if you have. Also, please do comment on the meals ready to eat, the MREs. I'd like to know if there's some you recommend or some I should try or some you have access to that I could buy, whatever. So post below or send me an email like I mentioned earlier, hashnasi@gmail.com. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're eating an apple. Anyway guys, I'll do it, see ya. Well, tomorrow guys, we go after the city council. We go to the meeting, we hear them, and we confront them if we have to. Oh, I'm gonna try and talk Leia into going too and kind of helping me out a bit there, but we'll see how that goes. Her mom's gonna have to watch the kids. Might not work out, but at the very least, I'm going. I'm gonna make sure they don't try and text me anymore. Okay guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.